Welcome, everyone. We're live. We are entering into the zone, the new world of SEO 2.0. And I'm joined by the legend, the CEO, the founder, the one and only Mr. Itamar Shafir. How are you doing, Itamar?
Hi, Barry. Hi, everybody. So happy to be here and talk to everybody about this major update.
All right, guys. So we want to get into this right away. Just give us a big yes in the chat box. If you can see the screen, you can hear Itamar and I. Itamar's a bit loud, by the way. I'm not sure if your microphone may be a little bit too close. It was a little bit loud. Someone just commented, so that'd be helpful. Okay. Maybe it's just the gain on the microphone. But in any case, guys, we're going to get started right away. And you know what, Itamar? By means of introduction, the world of SEO, right? Everyone does SEO. It's it's old news. But when you enter into the zone and the new way of doing it, suddenly you become the Pied Piper. You can make yourself absolutely magnetic, where businesses are addicted and want to work with you. And we got a brand new pricing structure that we've never been able to reveal before. Our members are going to be propelled into the future. And will be positioned, not just positioned, but we'll be able to work with teams that are working with 8- and 9-figure agencies. We're talking about guys that you could be the Ogilvy, you could literally be the Saatchi, you could be the ultimate agency, providing the ultimate solution with incredible profit margins in a way that you may never have seen before. So Itamar, before we get started, anything you want to add in terms of like a synopsis of what's about to happen today?
Sure. I think you encapsulated the part about SEO is something that everybody wants, something everybody needs, but something that also everybody pitches, right? So all agencies that we know, or a ton of them, are doing SEO in some way or another. Some better at it, some less, but they're all pitching it. A lot of noise in the market. So you have something that a lot of businesses really want, something that a lot of businesses would pay a lot of money for on recurring monthly, but they just don't know who to trust, who to work with because of all the noise in the market. So if you had one thing that would break that noise completely and separate you from everybody else immediately on the first line that you send them, then you're golden, because you fall into a sea of SEO cash. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about today.
All right, so guys, if you are ready to get started, just give us a big yes in the chat box. We want to honor everyone that's here on time, guys. And trust me, if for those members who are not about to see the first 5 minutes, they're going to miss out big time. So it's a good thing that you're here. All right, let's get into this right away. So guys, welcome to the new world of SEO, and we call it SEO 2.0. Guys, we're going to introduce you to this brand new world of SEO, where we're going to cut through, as Itamar said in his introduction, through all the noise with an unparalleled new offer that businesses cannot believe. In fact, to the degree that we're having to turn them away. And I'm going to show you a graphic example of how we're doing it in just a couple of minutes. But what we're about to share with you is absolute insanity. We have the ultimate offer that we're going to get, and we can say this to any business, that we're going to get them on the top page of Google, or they don't pay a dime. And we can even give them and share with them a way that we're going to get them on the first slot of Google. We're going to be talking about the first slot. That means rank #1. We got an amazing offer. You will not believe your eyes. This has never been attempted before. We're able to do it, which I'm going to share with you in just a minute. Guys, which agency can say that they can get a business to the first page of Google and has got special pricing to get them on the very first rank in Google? No one. Well, that's the reason why they can't refuse it. So with profit margins, we're going to share with you how you have profit margins that could be going through the roof, thanks to a new payment structure that will blow you away, making this more lucrative than ever before. So you're going to have the ultimate offer with the ultimate profit margins. And like with all things umbrella, you're not going to need to fulfill a thing. Rather, perhaps for some of you, the first time ever, even if you are a beginner agency, you've never done this before, your client is going to be handled by an elite team powering 7- and 8-figure agencies. Guys, propel yourselves into the future. We said 2.0 for a reason. We're in the future here. So imagine you had a crazy 8-figure agency, and imagine you had the ability to demand not just the best services, but at the best prices, so you can make incredible profit margins without you having to do any of the actual fulfillment and work. And like all things umbrella, you don't even need to sell a thing. We're going to handle that for you. So you only need to pique interest and know more. Yes, I was shocked to find out. Peak, P-I-Q-U-E. That's not a spelling mistake. We actually do a bit of proofreading before we did deliver the webinar. Look at that, guys. Aren't you impressed? All right, guys. You're not going to have to convince anyone about this because we have a team of sharks ready to join your team and do all of the selling for you. And just like all things umbrella, you won't even need to leave your home. You can do this on your terms from practically anywhere in the world. And you don't even need to have a Rolodex of businesses to talk to, guys. You could be in the Sahara Desert. You can have zero relationship with businesses. We're going to show you where to find them, the most desperate ones that are ready for this incredible offer. So guys, give me a big 2 in the chat box, 2.0, if you are excited to enter into the new world of SEO 2.0. I want to see lots of 2s in the chat box because we're about to reveal for the first time the new way of doing SEO without the hassles, with higher profit margins, with the best offer you could ever make, working with the teams that are working with the very best. You're going to be propelled into the future, even if you're just starting right now. Itamar, anything you'd like to add before we continue?
Sorry, I was answering some chat, was on mute. I think you encapsulated everything, Barry. People are just gung-ho about continuing with this and seeing where we're taking it. I'm telling you guys, I know we're. I just don't want to. I just don't want to create a spoiler. That's the reason I'm not giving any more information about the new pricing structure that everybody are looking to see.
Okay, we're coming up, guys. And just another warning, this is not going to be a long presentation, as you can tell. We've got the ultimate offer, the ultimate pricing. Just be ready because something crazy is going to happen at the end of today, probably about the next 25, 30 minutes. It's going to be fast and furious. Let's get into it right away. So first of all, guys, why do you want to be doing SEO 2.0? The answer could not be simpler. It's very simple. It's because almost every business wants to be on the first page of Google. And you know what? They would even more want to be on the very first ranking of Google because they know, businesses know, this is an $80 billion industry for a reason. Businesses know that search leads to sales. 93%, we know this, guys. I'm not going to go into great detail, but most of you already know this. 93% of online experiences begin with a search. And according to Google's own findings, 50% of consumers who conducted a local search on their smartphone visited a store within a day. 81% of shoppers conducting online research would do so before they end up buying. 18% of local mobile searches lead to a sale within 1 day, guys. Literally, if someone finds a business, 1 in 5 of those people will end up buying. Now, we talk about, in terms of lead generation, 18% is a great conversion, for a landing page. 18% for a click leading to a sale is unreal. But businesses know that they are in for mass competition because the winner takes all. The higher you get, if you're on the first page of Google, you've got a better chance than you're on your second page. If you're on the top of the first page, you're going to get even more of the traffic. So now, here comes the $1 million question, if not multi-million dollar question. So, guys, don't you want to be marketing in a place where every business wants and desperately needs something, and you've got the ultimate offer that no one else has got? Guys, imagine going to businesses that are being hit left, right, and center by the SEO companies that are demanding 6, 12-month contracts, and you're just saying, hey, we'll get you on the front page of Google, you don't pay a dime. Isn't that insane? Give me a big wow in the chat box if you understand why we're going to cut through all the noise. Itamar, I've already given a little spoiler alert that we're having to turn away businesses. We're going to show you how we do that in just a few seconds. It's going to blow you away how we're doing it. But before that, Itamar, the ability to cut through the noise is such an easy conversation to have with every single business, isn't it?
Right, because the cool thing about Google and SEO is people know Google, they know SEO, they know Google is worth traffic. So it's not like more complex marketing services where you really need to explain, hey, this is the ROI, this is why you see the ROI, this is how it works, this is the funnel. With SEO, it's different. Have you ever searched something on Google? Yes, duh, really. Have you ever clicked past the first or second page? No. Do you usually pick the first page results? Yes. Do you want to be there so customers can pick you? Yes. All right. That's it. That's the pitch, right? Now, the only question is, why me? Why us? Why the umbrella community? Why you guys? And the why is exactly the hook, and the USP, unique selling proposition, is exactly what we've changed and what's breaking the noise.
Guys, it is so, so simple. Guys, you know this, right? Give us a big yes in the chat box. I mean, you're searching online for local services and products on Google, right? Write in the chat box me if you are actually doing this. Everyone's doing this. We're all using local search. So, I mean, and who really, no one goes beyond the first page, right? You really are looking at the first few results. So imagine that you could actually do this for any type of business, which leads us. Everyone understands this, Itamar. Everyone gets this. They just want to see the pricing. So we're going to get to that in just a second. So just a little bit before that, right? This is the market conundrum. This is the hole in the marketplace. If search leads to sales 18% of the time, and every business wants to be on the first page of Google, why is it that most small businesses are not doing it? Well, it's very, very simple. Number one, it's not easy. To get there, you need to create a ton of content, leak building, list management, structuring of websites, content, schema tagging, and a site blog, social, you name it. It's a hassle. It's a lot of work, a lot of know-how, high cost. They're not going to do it. Number two, like SEO, it's hard, right? It's expensive. There's no guarantees you're going to get there either. In fact, most agencies are charging $1,000 to $5,000 per month on a 6 to 12 month contract. That's $6,000 to $50,000 according to Moz Research Authority. It's a ton of money. It requires a massive commitment. There's a lot of work. So SEO agencies are demanding, as I said, a 6 to 12 month contract. Businesses are fearful of paying that amount of money, $1,000 to $5,000 a month for 6 to 12 months. That's a ton of money. There's a lot of fear, a lot of mistrust. They're not closing deals with the small businesses. Also, SEO providers must invest a lot of effort in order to produce the result. So they're only going to work with companies that can promise long-term commitments or are going to charge a lot of money and will eventually they are going to end up focusing on more established, larger businesses. Small businesses are therefore lost. So that's the massive hole in the marketplace. Millions of businesses want to be on the first page of Google, by the way, anywhere, not just in America, around the world, want to be on the first page of Google, where you, me, and everyone else is searching for products and services. But there's a massive fear of mistrust because it's expensive, there's no guarantee, it's a long commitment, and it's hard to find quality providers. So millions of businesses are not being served, and that is where there is a massive, gigantic hole in the marketplace. So it's time for us to share with you the solution. Now, I've already shared with you really the nuts and bolts of it in the very first 5 minutes, so we're going to just go over that, and then we're going to show you the pricing, and your jaws will drop. So what's the solution, guys? Imagine the big bad world out there, and we've got the only pay-per-result SEO solution. And you could say to a business, we're going to get you on the first page of Google, or you don't pay a dime. Guys, write in the chat box, me, if you understand that cuts through all the noise. Of course it does. So guys, you're getting your hands on wholesale pricing on top of that. It's even better pay per result when you're getting your hands on wholesale pricing that only the major agencies can get their hands on. And the reason for that is because Umbrella, with all of its power, is the ultimate agency made up of thousands of fellow small agency owners just like yours, if you've got one, or as yours as you're about to get one. And we provide our agencies with the perfect offers, insane offers like the one you're going to have today, the best fulfillment solutions that only the big boys have got, massive higher profit margins as a result, and therefore businesses get results. Guess what? Our providers are happy, and that's how Umbrella is able to expand and grow. But guys, before we get in to the actual nuts and bolts of the profit margins, we want to make a dong shocking admission, guys. Here's a issue that we have encountered. You see, with a combination of this killer offer, businesses want it, and a mass desire, as Itamar said several times, businesses understand it. They want it. You don't need to be able to convince them. So this is an amazing thing, right? Well, there is an issue with 10% of clients. Write in the chat box if you know what that problem is that we have encountered. And this is just a shocking admission. And, you know, it was causing problems because for 10% of the people we were bringing on board, our members were bringing on board, it was causing a major problem. And by the way, that's before we have the new pricing that's going to blow you away. So what is that problem? It's very simple. You see, every business that we're talking to, almost every single one of them was interested in this, but some of them had no intention to pay. That's a problem. Since this is a pay-per result, we are like proving ourselves. We're getting them on the first page of Google. We're investing our teams to do this. And what's pretty much is pretty sucks, right? When businesses, after we get them on the first page of Google, are not paying us. That happened 10% of the time. And then it turned into a situation where our members were having to chase them. That is a problem. Right in the chat box, guys, 10% or the number 10. If you understand, you don't want to work with those 10%. I want to see every single person. I'm closing down this training right away because this is humongous. Guys, we've got something so powerful and profound. Every business wants it, but we don't want every business. We want every business that's going to pay us every month for years. We don't want to work with businesses that we're going to have to chase for money. All right, I've got everyone giving us a big number 10 in the chat box. So guys, we found a killer solution. And the beauty of our killer solution is that we're able to push away the 10%, focus on the 90% where all the money is, and never have to chase money. You know how we did it, by the way? In a way that's lucrative to our members as well, of course. Our team asked the business for a one-time setup fee of $1,000. That's how we separate the wheat from the chaff, the good from the bad, the money givers from the money takers. And by the way, you get $250 off the bat just for that. And of course, we're sending it for you, so you don't need to worry about it. Guys, this has not been a problem. 90% are still saying yes, because they compared to the competition where they're charging $1,000 to $5,000 a month or 6 to 12-month contracts. This is, of course, it makes sense to them. So they're saying yes, but 10% that would have, in our estimation, would have caused us problems because they were in the past, they're eliminated. And now we're finding we are not working with tire kickers and problematic businesses that are refusing to pay. When it happens, it's like once in a blue moon. And when you can focus on the 90%, that is where the money is. Guys, write in the chat box the number 90. If you want to focus only on the businesses that are going to pay us and you're happy to get rid of the 10% that are going to cause you a misery, of course you would. Okay, guys, so sit back because we're about to share with you the craziest business model of SEO you will ever see perhaps in your entire lifetime. Okay, I'm going to call Itamar. I want you to show what on earth is going on here because this company that we're working with are so good. They're so insane that they actually are charging not just only when they get a business on the first page of Google, but their pricing actually depends on where they get them on the first page of Google. Because they're saying to themselves, okay, we could just charge, $61 to get them on the first page of Google. But what if we can get them better results? 6th or 7th, we charge them more. Whereas we get them into the top 5. Whereas we get them to the 3rd, 2nd, or 1st slot. That's where this company makes a significant amount of success for the businesses and, of course, for each one of us. But Itamar, can you just share the 2nd and 3rd columns? We're talking about Google, that you've got a DA of 15 plus and a DA of 15 minus. Then the pricing change a little bit. Perhaps you can just share what we're talking about here.
Yeah, let me get into it. But before I do, just want to say, guys, that why we love this model and why we brought it in, because we think it's the fairest model there is for everybody. It's actually the fairest there is for the business owner, right? Only when they get ranked on the first page, which actually generates traffic, they pay. But more than that, they only pay per keyword that is ranked. So we can try to rank them for 30 keywords, but they would only pay for the one that is getting ranked. And moreover, they would pay only according to the keyword position in the page, which I think anybody here who knows a little bit about SEO, and most of you guys as searchers and as marketers know that the higher you up in the search page, the more traffic you're going to get. So again, super fair, right? Because the first position is twice as more expensive as the 8th, 9th, and 10th position. So I don't think you can ever find in the world a fair model when you go to a business to say, hey, business, you're going to pay me only for a keyword that I rank, only on the first page, and based on that keyword position in the first page. And that's what you see in Google DA 15. DA stands for domain authority. Now, domain authority 15 means the website has a domain authority of 15 or more. And then for websites that have a domain authority of less than 15, the prices can be a little bit higher. This is what you see on the right column. So there is a gap between, for example, $61 to $103. How do you know? I'm going to make your life super easy. 90% of the time, 90% of the time, this is going to fall into the middle column: 61, 76, 85, 93, 110, and $122, what we call the regular prices. Even if their domain is lower than 15, as long as their keywords are not hyper competitive, it almost always falls into that pricing. But if you want to be sure, there is in the umbrella dashboard a place to submit a quote. You just put in the keywords that you want. You can put 50 keywords. You don't have to put just 2 or 10. And you put the URL of the website, and within 24, 48 hours, you get back a quote. 90% of the time, the quote would say the pricing that you see here. And sometimes it will be a little bit higher. So, for example, if it's a completely new website that somebody started yesterday and has zero domain authority, and they're trying to rank for the most aggressive keywords in their industry in New York, then, hey, it's going to be more expensive. But even the more expensive pricing is still on the super fair side. And you're going to make a ton of margin on that. Right, Barry? And that's what we're going to talk about now.
Sorry, I just cut out for some reason. I apologize. Yeah, exactly, Itamar. This is where it gets super, super exciting because everyone gets the pricing model. First of all, it's very simple. You can see the numbers in the middle column. It can be a little bit more depending if the business hasn't got a decent DA or not, but don't worry about it because you can always, as Itamar mentioned, you can always get a price quote, so you don't have to worry about that. But guys, there are several massive additional benefits that happen here. Number one, this company is so unbelievable. The way that they're doing SEO, like the big boys, is that this has a fundamental effect on Bing as well. So even though they're not focusing on Bing, even though they're not committing to Bing, guys, I want you to imagine that you can get your business, you go back to the business and say, oh, by the way, we didn't tell you this, but we got you on the first page of Bing as well. You're in the first page of Bing and you're in the top result for Bing as well. This is what creates an amazing relationship with that business. You know what happens after that? They want more keywords and more keywords and more keywords and more keywords. And this leads us to the next point. Hold on to your chairs, because an even crazier element of the business model right now is you can see at the bottom of the screen that there is capped pricing for you, wholesale pricing for you, that 30 keywords is no more than $1,000 a month and 50 keywords is no more than $1,500 a month. This is insane. We're talking about $30 a keyword. That's it, roughly $30 a keyword. That's insane. So the profit margins are extraordinary. Once a business is sucked in, you're providing amazing value, you reach out and say, oh, by the way, we didn't talk about Bing, but by the way, we got you some rankings in Bing as well. And when they get to that point, that's where the profit margins are extraordinary. So let's go through, Itamar, the various options, guys. Option number one. As we mentioned, there's always a one-time setup fee, which you're getting $250 off the bat. We're doing that. We want to get rid of the 10% of the tire kickers. It's in everyone's interest to do it. Our sharks love that because then they're talking to only serious businesses. So here is the wholesale pricing. You can see the wholesale. It is for rank number one, $122. Rank number two, $110. The minimal retail price, which our team is selling on your behalf, is always 2x. Now, we have members that are charging a lot more than that, but that's what we do off the bat. So let's say you rank for a client 10 keywords on the first page of Google, some at the very top and at rank number one, some in the middle, some at the bottom page one. So the total retail cost, and that's the cost to the client, is $1,094. The total revenue is $13,128. This is just an average client, guys. That's a profit of $6,564. Guys, write in the chat box 6564 if you would not mind making $6,564 from a single client for doing no fulfillment, no sales, just telling them we can get you on the first page of Google. You don't pay a dime. Right? It's not a bad start, right? Okay. As we said, when you can go back and then show them the results, and they're getting a ton more traffic, and then you can show them what we're doing for them in Bing. What is the next step? They're going to buy more keywords. So imagine where they buy 30 keywords. Itamar, this is where the revenue and the profit margins are insane. The profit margins, I don't know exactly what the numbers are there, but they're coming into around 70%. Why? Because you can rank those 30 keywords and you'll be charged. Look at this, guys. Because we are capped at 30 keywords, you're capped at $1,000. That's the cost to you. So the total revenue is $39,000, 384. And the profit is $27,384.
Barry.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we just made a little mistake on the slide, guys. Where you see total retail 1,094. This is from the previous slide. It's supposed to be 3 times as high because we're now ranking 30 keywords instead of 10. And that's why total revenue, which would put us about $3,000 a month. That's why total revenue would be around $39,000 a month. But like Barry said, because we're capped, we're not paying wholesale higher than $1,000 for up to 30 keywords. Then our profit margin rises in comparison. So we make on $39,000, we make $27,000, which is magnificent margins.
Guys, and the process could not be easier. Just think about it. Businesses are getting an amazing deal. They're not pressured into a sale. It's a pay-per-result offer. And then you're showing them results because this company is the ultimate best. It is the best of the best of the best. The best agencies in the world are using that. So when the top agency is charging $5,000, $10,000 a month, guess who they're using? They're using companies like the one that you are going to be served by, your clients are going to be served by. So when you can get that sort of result, oh my goodness, they're going to want more and more and more keywords. That's game over. Guys, write in the chat box the number 27. If you love the thought of having $27,384 in your pocket from one single client, right? It's absolutely insane. Nothing like this has ever been possible before, unless you're one of these top 8, 9-figure agencies. Well, now this is the domain of every single umbrella agency, right? Who's got this offer. Absolutely unbelievable. All right, let's just share with you just a couple here of case studies. You can see how literally this has blown up a load of companies.
Thanks, Barry. Guys, can you see my screen?
Yep. Everyone can see the screen, Itamar.
Okay, great. This is not a regular view. This is not a deck. I switched to our Google Sheet with some case studies and examples from different businesses. I'm going to zoom in to make it easier for you guys to read it. So the way we're looking at it, most of the rankings that we check, we use SEMrush. Those of you who are doing SEO, you know the SEMrush software. It's basically kind of an industry benchmark. So there shouldn't be any issues with a client saying, this is not the rank, this is the rank. But if there is, always feel free to write us. We'll talk with the vendor, and 99% out of 100, they'll find a middle ground. They'll just say, it's fine, don't pay this month for this keyword or whatever, right? But they actually check both on the GMB level, the 3-pack, and they check the rest of the SERP, right? So if we go here, for example, and this is one of the keywords, affordable bankruptcy attorney in Dallas, Texas, one of the keywords for one of the clients, you'll see Heron Law is in the 2nd position. But sometimes they'll take it even up into the GMB. Okay, and as you can see in SEMrush, I can actually click and see the result page and all the way into the GMB. And here, right after the GMB, we see Heron actually on the 2nd position, on the 1st position on that page. So that's the way they do it. And not only are we getting ranking, you can see that over the period of time, calls and clicks, which are the most important, and we're using GA, and we're also using the GMB data of the business, which is very important, right? Because from the GMB or GBP, they say today they're getting the calls and a lot of the clicks, especially if they rank them on the top 3 locations, which are the 3-pack. And we're talking here about a John Carr place, sell a John Carr place in Atlanta. They buy, they sell John Cars. And they basically got them on top positions on 29 keywords and growing. And if you look at the stats also, between February and July, you see calls are growing from 400, 531, 587, 641, 719. And you can see also the traffic is growing very linearly. Okay, so there it's a huge impact that you can show easily to the business. So this is extreme cash John Cars, And let's look at a psychiatrist in Sydney. So this psychiatrist, female psychiatrist, Bondi Junction, but also more aggressive keywords like female psychiatrist Sydney, right? There are more than a fair share of psychiatrists in Sydney who are females, and psychiatrist Sydney, which is obviously a top competition keyword, and they're getting all of them on the GMB, almost a few out of the GMB as well. And again, you can see the impact it has from starting in February with 93 calls to getting 170 calls 4 months after, 120 clicks. This has actually remained pretty much stable, even went down a little bit. I think I know why. It's because they're pushing for the GMB and they're getting more people to see the GMB instead of going to the website. So you'll get less clicks and more calls. But imagine a business. Imagine what happens to a business. What happens to a business, Barry, when from 93 calls, they're starting to get 170 calls, almost doubling their volume in 4 months. You guys must agree, and I'm seeing it in the chat box, people are saying that it's very, very meaningful. Of course it is. Think about yourself. Think about if you're getting 20 calls a month and suddenly you're starting to get 40 calls a month, you're doubling your business with not such a high expense, right? Not such a high expense at all. Here we have another criminal attorney in Riverside, California, Riverside criminal attorney, Riverside criminal defense attorney, criminal lawyer, Riverside, California, Riverside criminal attorneys. Obviously, all competitive keywords for Riverside, and they're all top ranking, all of them. And again, you can see the call volume going up from 107 in Feb to 133 in June. Now, to begin with, right, psychiatrists, lawyers, every account is worth hundreds of dollars a session. Every client is worth tens of thousands of dollars. Divorce attorneys, $15,000. Heavy litigators can go to $100,000, right? So imagine if they, I'm just saying, if they convert, let's say 5%. So from 107 calls, they get 5 clients, right? And now they have 2, 3 more clients. That could be another 30, 40, 50, $100,000 to their firm, right? Super, super meaningful in those white collar occupations where the ticket price is very, very high. Here we have back pain doctors, again, high ticket, and they're ranking them well. They just got started, I think. They're doing a great job. Oh no, they started some time ago, maybe a more competitive keyword, taking them from 53 to 59 calls. This is not a huge amount of volume. This is still undergoing, and you can also see that we still have sporadic places here. Heron Law, something that I showed you before in the SERP, a law office, bankruptcy business attorney in Dallas, Texas, got a lot of good juice on the SERP and the GMB. Some are still pending on the second page, as we can see here, but most of them are on the first page and high on the first page, right? And here we already see, and in July, we already can see there is a huge bursting up here across into July, adding another 20% to their business. Extremely, extremely meaningful. Let's see if we can find just a few more here. Here we have a Brandoodle breeder from South Carolina. That's a first for me. I don't think I ever saw a case study for a Brandoodle or a doodle breeder, but I guess they advertise, right, and they promote. So that's something. We have security systems. That's a big thing, right, all over the place. It's from Kansas City, Missouri, and they're called Shield Kansas City. That makes sense. Look at the SERP results. All of them are on the first page, and a lot of them are high up. A lot of them are high up. Excellent search results. So I think you guys can see that we're presenting a lot of case studies that are current, up to date, up to the month. You're seeing it from local businesses like Extreme Cash, John Cars. You're seeing it from a psychiatrist in Sydney, which is, most of our clients are in the US, but obviously Sydney, for those of you who are from Sydney or Canada or UK or anywhere, or South Africa or anywhere where they speak English, this is for you as well. Another attorney from Riverside. We have a doctor here from Lake Geneva. That's nice. Another attorney, a different attorney, Heron Law, bankruptcy attorney. We have the doodle guy, breeder. We have the security company. We can take care of any business on a pay-per-result basis, get them amazing results within 3-4 months, and get you paid nonstop and enjoying those passive incomes from basically after onboarding, right? So Barry, that's what I wanted to show. I see members in the chat are very impressed, and I'm handing it back over to you. Thank you.
Awesome. But guys, now let's get to the coolest part of all. We spoke about the financial side of things, but the coolest part of all, guys, is when you've got something that everyone wants. You've got an offer that no one else can offer. It's irresistible. When we talk about irresistible, this is the ultimate in irresistibility. It's so easy to cut through the noise and get businesses interested. That is where your role is about to end. Why? Because to be clear, we've got a Sharks team ready to sell for you, led by Carl the Closer Smith. We're actually creating a team that are taking over these sales as well to even increase our ability, because what we're seeing, guys, is that with the more traffic offers that we have, the more money that's coming in, the more deals that are coming to the table, we're having to build a bigger team in order to be able to handle this. So Colin Sales is responsible for millions of traffic sales for our members, and we're building a dedicated team in order to be able to take on all of these prospects that our members are bringing to us. So all you need to focus on, because we're taking care of the sales, is on getting businesses interested, which is a walk in the park when you're armed with such an irresistible offer. So the only thing you need to do is pique interest. But you might be asking, how do I do this? Answer, guys, is as simple as sending out the right message to people that are not on the first page of Google right now. Guys, imagine if you just sent out a message to a business that's languishing on page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guys, you can literally find them in seconds. Guys, what if you wrote a message with a subject line, first page ranking, or you don't pay anything? Do you think they'd open that? Write in the chat box me if you would open an email if you were a business that was not on the first page. Of course you would. Hi, business owner. You're not showing up for leading search terms for lawyers in the local area. Just Chicago as an example. We'll get you on the first page of Google, and perhaps even on the first rank of Google for those terms, and you only pay when we rank you. Yes, we are that good. Let me know if something you are open to discussing. Thanks, your name. That is it right in the chat box. Me, if you can copy and paste a message like that. That's as complicated as outreach needs to be. Copying and pasting. Guys, there are so many digital channels that we can easily use to reach out to businesses. In social media, you can set direct messages on social platforms. You can use text messaging. If you want to go one step further, Itamar's developed an incredible Loom video tactic that you can use or you can outsource on Fiverr, which is super powerful. And then on the other hand, you can send out email outreach to businesses using our templates. It's a matter of copy and paste. And you can even get your hands on scraper lists to mass market this. Guys, we've got members right now that are raking in from a single client. This is even before the new pricing. So in those days, it was actually harder to be able to achieve those numbers. And now it's much easier. But we got here people that are closing deals, 18,141, 17,400, 22,500, all from single clients. Guys, give us a big OMG in the chat box if you are ready to enter into the brand new world of SEO 2.0. I want to see 598 me's in the chat box if you are ready, because we have something irresistible coming your way, guys, because we're entering into the future. Guys, welcome to your leading pay-per-result SEO 2.0 agency. Guys, you're getting absolutely everything. You're getting the SEO agency kit. You'll be able to offer the strongest pay-per-result SEO on the market offer. All of it is done for you by a top team. If you had an 8 or 9 figure agency, this is the type of team that you'll be working with. You've got insanely low wholesale pricing per keyword and per rank. Nothing like that has ever been offered before. That is absolutely a wow factor. You've got access to a dashboard to sell the service, mark up as much as you want, and you can manage your clients all in one space. And you've got a dedicated PPR SEO agency website that's hosted by us as well. Number 2, you've got the client getting kit. We're going to share with you the tactics that literally could blow this up super fast. Number 1, the PR revenue tactic. Industry biggest issue is resolved for you. Going after advertisers tactic. We mentioned it, just touched upon it just before. Perfect audience of people that are doing it right now. Competitors, strategy. Easiest way to sell is to show someone their competitors are killing it and they are losing. Rapid network building tactic that has been used to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales in 48 hours. We did it at a live event in lifetime. Plus, more marketing tactics to prospect on LinkedIn via email and other platforms as well. And on top of that, all the marketing collateral is included, all the swipes you need, the messaging you need, the promotional videos, the decks that you need, absolutely everything. You don't need to lift a finger. Number 3, you got a killer agency website. You look like the 8-figure agency, the 7, 8, 9-figure agency, not just in terms of fulfillment, but also in your positioning. All the social proof that you will ever need from every imaginable industry is yours. So from the get-go, you look the piece. You've got the agency systems kit. You've got your customer dashboard to get all of your sales 100% fulfilled. Billings done for you if you want. CRM to manage all of your pipeline, your clients and your prospects. You're getting an agent system to add teammates to help you sell, which means you can build an entire business around this one single idea. You've even got a Zapier integration for more advanced users that want to connect with existing systems. You don't need that whatsoever. We got a special mega bonus for the first 25 people that join. They're going to get 10 free reports per month. We'll go over that a little bit later on because that is another massive bonus, which is why you're going to want to join super fast. I'll get Itamar to chime in on that in just a second. But basically, you are getting the ultimate umbrella SEO 2.0 agency. You've got a formulated path to success. You're getting everything that we've mentioned. Plus, for the first 25, you've got 10 special reports worth $360. Guys, we've got a special offer, but you're going to have to be super fast. Guys, there's 2 options on the screen right now. One is that you join, you get the whole lot for just $495. Or option number 2, you want everything plus we will handle the sales for you. You get access to our sales team, Carl, the closer Smith and his team, and our build dedicated team that is going to be taking over and getting better, even better results. You can join there at Platinum at $695. But guys, on this webinar, we've got a shocker. Because instead of having 2 options of gold and platinum, there is only one option. You're getting gold, you're getting platinum rather, for the price of gold at just $495. Even our payment plans on the page, guys. So get ready. I'm about to drop the link until we actually regain our senses. Guys, we're going to do this and it's going to be first come, first served. Here comes the link. Here it is, guys. The link is now on the screen. We're putting it into the chat box as well. Head over there right away. Join as soon as you humanly can because this will go bonkers. Grab it right away for the SEO 2.0 experience. This is the ultimate SEO experience you're about to enjoy. You're working with the big boys. You're getting fulfilled like a 7 or 8 or even 9-figure agency. You're getting all the benefits of the big boys with the best pricing, with the best fulfillment. Heck, they can get your clients not just the first page, but they got pricing to get them on the first rank. That's where you can make a fortune for every single keyword. Imagine being able to get a client to the very first rank. Well, when you work with the best that are fast and furious, they offer the best pricing, the best solution, the best fulfillment. You've got that in your hands and you've got the best pricing we have ever ever been able to share with Umbrella members when it comes to SEO. Got the ultimate offer that businesses want. You cut through all the noise with the offer they can't refuse. We get you on the first page of Google, or you pay nothing, and you're now working with the best company as well. Guys, the link again on the screen. Now, Itamar, we're going to got a lot of questions we're going to be answering in just a second. But just to share with everyone, there's a money-back guarantee. If you decide working with the very best agency fulfillment teams probably in the world, and you don't want to be a pay-per-result SEO agency that cuts through all the noise, providing one of the best converting services in the marketplace, you just let us know within 30 days of the purchase for a full refund. I doubt that there's going to be a single person that is going to ask for it, because you're going to be blown away and bowled over by what we have in store for you, because we're providing you absolutely everything. And I'm going to go through this in just a second. The only thing you need to focus on, the only thing, is getting businesses interested, because we're handling the sales for you. You don't need to handle that. So guys, you're absolutely protected. You can see a colossal, Itamar is a bit of a problem. This is probably more than we expected, but we have got a colossal landslide of members. They want their 12-month license and to work with the very, very best. Guys, remember, fulfillment is done by the very, very best. This is your chance to grab the benefits of a humongously successful agency. If you had an 8-figure agency, you might be able to attract a company like this to work for you that provides you with the best fulfillment, the best pricing, and allowing you to be able to look like a superstar. This is the ultimate benefit of being part of the Umbrella community. I'll just briefly explain why that is the case, because we power thousands of agencies, several thousands of very successful agencies. Because our Umbrella members get results, we're able to work with the very best teams. This is the ultimate partner we've ever had when it comes to SEO. That's why this is SEO 2.0. And it is because of the results that Umbrella members get. And I'll explain to you why that is the case. It's not that Umbrella members are sophisticated agency owners. At least when they started with us, many of them were not. The reason is that we turn complicated processes into simple solutions. We've got the fulfillment done for you. We've got sales done with you. You only need to focus on one thing, which is generating interest. So guys, again, that is your opportunity. Just to remind everyone, the link is on the screen. And if you need help joining, if you've got a problem, if you're going to the page, I can see some people are telling us that they're having a hard time getting to the page. If there's any issue getting to the page, because there's a lot of people trying to join right now, you can then join, go to the second link at the very bottom. Need help joining, ? Go to the second link that's on the page. As I can see a colossal number of members that are joining. And by the way, Roger, I can see a couple other people. Claire, any problems with getting to the page, just refresh the page. We've got a colossal landslide of members going over there right away. So if you're having any issues, refresh the page. That should help you. Remember, your focus is only generating interest because sales is done with you. You're getting the platinum offer for gold today. There are no two offers. You're getting platinum for just $4.95. Carl and his team will be there on the phone calls with you. So you will not be alone. They will handle your client, your prospect, help you turn them into clients. And Carl has had enormous success with members. But I've got to be honest, guys, and this is something we mentioned about 20 minutes ago, but I repeat right again. It's important we repeat this. The amount of prospects that our members are about to generate, we are building a team in-house in order to be able to tolerate, be able to deal with the incredible amounts of prospects that are being generated. I mean, the results that Umbrella is getting for its members is insane. So we want to go one step further and make sure there be no latency, there be no time lost between when you have a prospect to close and our team can jump on and help them close with you. So that is something we're building as well. And Carl is helping us build this incredible in-house team as well. Guys, the link is on the screen. Remember, you have got the ultimate offer. Every business wants SEO, wants to be on the top of Google. Every business wants to be on the top of Bing. I didn't even mention, of course, that one of the benefits of the way that this company is doing the SEO is that we're going to be able to provide also Bing results. We're not going to commit to it, but 9 times out of 10, we're going to get it. So guys, this is the offer that every business wants, but small businesses up till now could not afford it because the agencies that were serving them were demanding $1,000 to $5,000 a month on a 6 to 12 month contract. It was price prohibitive. But now you can start on a keyword by keyword basis, like we mentioned before in the pricing. This has never been done in such a way before with a company this sophisticated that's got pricing leading all the way up to rank number 1. So you have got the ultimate offer. We get you on the first page of Google, or you don't pay a thing. It's an offer even small businesses can't refuse, and the sales are done with you. All sales are done with you. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. But all sales are done with you, which means once you've got a prospect that's interested, you log into your Umbrella account and you set up a time to get on a call with our sales team, and you join them on the call. They handle the sales for you. All right, it's going absolutely bonkers here. Oh my goodness. Itamar, if you can just get together members that are joining, maybe we'll start reading out some names in just a few minutes. But guys, I just want to focus you in on this because this is absolutely critical. You've probably never seen online a situation where all you ever need to focus on is just one single thing. We literally give you everything. You've got the scripts to reach out to prospects. You've got a fulfillment team that's willing to fulfill on your behalf. You've got a sales team willing to sell with you. So you only need to focus in this entire business model on one single thing. And that is to share with businesses what it is that we do. Would you like us to get you on the first page of Google? You won't pay a thing until we do. It literally just cuts through like a knife through butter. It is literally the easiest thing you can do. We give you the templates. You can do this online from your home. You don't ever have to leave your home. You can do it around the world. You don't need to have a Rolodex of businesses to talk to. Certainly you don't need any sales experience because we're going to jump on the call with you. All you need to be able to do is use proven messaging that we even provide you with. This messaging is proven to work. You just need to reach out. Guys, write in the chat box, yes, if you can copy and paste messaging and then get people when they're excited, get them into your, just go log into your Umbrella account and set up a call on a Calendly link to set up a team with the sales, to set up a call with the sales team that you will attend with them and allow them to do their magic and make the sale on your behalf. Of course, everyone can do this. I want to focus in, guys, on one single fact. This is critical for you to get your investment back, to be ROI positive. What you need to do is land one, or should I say, is allow us to help you land one single client, especially when you're getting platinum for the price of gold. This was true when this was usually when we are selling this, when normally the investment is $995. It is doubly true when you're getting platinum for gold and it's just $495. Again, the link on the screen. Yes, I can see Carl. You're in, you're safe. Welcome on board. Alexandra, yes. People are here begging me to read out their names. You're safe. Gloria, you've made it. You are safe. Matthew, yes, you're in. Nate, you're in. You are safe. Sylvania, you've made it in. You are safe. Olivia, welcome on board. You are safe as well. Yeah, Catherine, Kate as well. Wow, two. Catherine's and Kate, one after the other. You're both in. You are both safe. Laurel, you have made it in. Laurent, sorry, you've made it in. You are safe as well. Bobby's a 9. You've done it. You are safe. You are entering into the world of SEO 2.0. Zanandra, you've done it. You're safe as well. Warren, welcome on board. You are safe. Welcome on board. Dave, you've done it. Dave the Rave, funniest guy. I love that name, guys. Dave, welcome on board. You're in. You are entering into the new world of SEO 2.0. Welcome on board. Guys, I have barely even touched the surface. There's so many people joining. If you insist I read your name out, I will do so right away if you really insist. Yvonne, yes, you're in. You're safe. Welcome on board. But I do want to answer some more questions and get Itamar back for a little bonus as well. But guys, can this be done anywhere in the world? Yes, we can handle this in any country in the world in English. In English. So we can do this anywhere in the world. Absolutely, we can. Okay, the ultimate question. Is the SEO market overcrowded? Well, if you were to go in to any business with the same boring offer as everyone else, where everyone else is saying, hey, we'll get you, let us do your SEO for you. Of course it's overcrowded. Everyone has got the same offer. Everyone's got an SEO offer. You know why there's so many agencies fighting for this? Because every business really wants it. But guys, there's two things to bear in mind. I mentioned one of them before. One, small businesses generally cannot afford the extortionate pricing of the large agencies. You've got insanely competitive pricing. You literally can get people on the first page of Google for like $60 wholesale. Even if you just sold that at $100 to a couple $100 for that keyword, just to get them into the game, you're making nice profits from that client, and you are literally destroying the competition with the pricing model. That is one of the advantages of working with a mega company with this amount being part of the umbrella community. But number two, guys, not only are we focusing on small businesses and maybe slightly larger small businesses, which is an open market. It's an open market. But number two, you've got the ultimate offer. We'll get you on the first page of Google or you don't pay a thing. Who cannot be interested in that? Which business is going to say, well, that doesn't sound too interesting? Of course, it is absolutely, absolutely incredible. All right, guys. So that is it, guys. Is this a crowded market? The answer is, if you do it wrong, yes. If you do it the right way, oh my goodness, it's like cutting a knife through butter. That's what we're talking about. It's like sticking glue to a wall. It really is that simple. And we are literally we can see here, guys, people are going absolutely bonkers. Itamar, just hold on. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Do you teach lead generation? Oh my goodness, do we teach lead generation? Guys, it's the only thing you need to focus on. And let me ask you a question. Would you like us to teach you a piece of lead generation right now today? Would you like to see how you literally can walk out of today's training with a lead generation tactic that has been proven to work and has generated hundreds of thousands of dollars? All right. Well, actually, I say hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was generated in under 2 days. At a live event, we use this tactic. So Itamar, get ready because everyone wants to see that tactic. But before we get there, guys, just one other question coming in. How do we avoid delinquents? And again, I mentioned this in the presentation, but I do want to re-emphasize it now, right? Let's face it, you bring a client on board, the minute a client jumps on board, so that client, of course, you're getting wholesale pricing and we're charging more, so that's where your profit margins are. But what happens if that business is delinquent? It refuses to pay. We've provided the service, our team has provided the service, and they're not paying. How do you prevent that from occurring? Now, this is a real issue, and it's a real issue because there are so many businesses that are saying yes to this offer, right? And, you know, it's a terrible situation where business is saying yes to an offer, and in the end, it bites us in the backside because they're not paying, and yet we've got to take care of the fulfillment company. So, guys, this is the solution we came up with. I have to say it's not my solution, but it's absolute genius. Number one, we demand a down payment. It's a one-off down payment. It's a guaranteed down payment, but it's $1,000. By the way, $250 of that dollars goes into your pocket. We sell that with you. You don't have to worry about that. But the beautiful advantage of that is because it is a minimum down payment. We get rid of about 10% of businesses that say, you know, I'm not going to do it. And that's perfect because what we have noticed is that when we make our businesses put a down payment down, we get rid of the problematic 10% and we only have to focus on the 90%. It's not a stunning amount of money. It's still, the guarantee is still in place. We're going to get on the first page of Google. And until we do, you don't pay anything more. It's simply a down payment to remove the chaff from the wheat. That's all we want to do. Separate the riffraff, the delinquents, those who are never going to pay us anyway. It is a genius technique. And if it makes you a couple of $250 in your pocket without you actually having to do anything as well, that's a wonderful thing as well. Now, our members are absolutely crushing it. We're going to see some of these case studies. And then, Itamar, what I want you to do is I would like you to share one of your tactics, if that's okay with you, Itamar.
Yeah, Barry, I'll be happy to share a few tactics. This is so easy. I can just right off the bat talk about 3-4 tactics that our members crush it with.
Absolutely awesome, Itamar. So, guys, before that, though, Just, I want you to understand how fellow members, even with lower, and we're talking about they did not have the same pricing that you guys are getting. We've got, this is SEO 2.0. We're entering into a completely different domain, but they were able to generate some amazing, amazing numbers. So here's Judy Gallagher. That she managed to generate over $18,000 in profits from a single client, and she built a very nice six-figure agency around this one single offer, guys. She focused on this, on SEO. Tony Matthews has been working with caterers and with restaurants, so he's just generated some amazing, amazing sales and profits. He's been charging $2,000 or 20 keywords per month. That's $24,000. But he has been literally bringing home $17,400 in profits into his pocket from a single client. That's an example of one that we got on the screen right now. And from another client, he was charging $1,000 for 10 keywords. And that was generating $8,700 in clear profit in his pocket. Joe Vargas, he's been working, and this is very smart, by the way, plastic surgeons, they have money to kill. So he's been charging $2,700 a month for 30 keywords. His profits, $22,500 from a single client. Here's another client that he went after. What did he generate? $9,900 in pure profit per year from a single client. We've got Joseph and David Viola. One's working in the mobility niche. One is working in real estate. Their numbers equally pretty extraordinary. One's generating $11,400 profit from a single client. The other one nearly $10,000 from a single client. Itamar, with the new pricing, though, where we can now go after businesses and go after even the small ones, the smallest, with a single keyword, and where they're going to be charged based on where they're found in actual Google rank, even on the first page. I believe that this is going to generate even better results. And the profit margins, and we're going to show our members in just a few minutes again, how the profit margins can be wild when we get to the 20, 30, 50 keywords.
Yeah, I would just want to interject here. I completely agree with you that starting a conversation with a business has just become extremely, extremely easier. That said, we do not want to work with businesses that can only pay for one keyword. Actually, we need to work with businesses that can pay for 15 keywords, meaning businesses that can actually afford $1,000 a month. That's also why we have, that qualifying setup fee.
Yeah.
But the starting conversation has never been easier. If you pay, and only when we rank you, and you only pay per keyword, and only based on where that keyword is, which is the most transparent and most fair agreement that we can have with the client.
Just to be clear, what I was saying before, and you're absolutely right to point it out, though, is that it just allows, because we're having that opening conversation with businesses that are scared. They don't know, they've been hit over the head with 6 to 12 month contracts at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. So they're scared to even have the conversation. So the fact you can actually start off and say with a single keyword, that is what breaks the ice again. That is where we're breaking all the noise, guys. We have an unparalleled opportunity to conquer, an absolute unparalleled opportunity to conquer. And Itamar, there's a little big, or maybe let's see what our members think of this special bonus. For the first 25, but guys, I'm warning you because a lot of members have already joined, but the first 25 are getting 10 free reports per month. Can you just briefly explain what we're talking about over here?
Yeah, so we have a system that provides insane demand generation reports. All you need to do is punch into the system the business information, website and full name like they have on their GBP. And the system goes ahead, scrapes all their information and gives you a fantastic report about their existing marketing status. Not a big, but a section of that report also includes SEO status, meaning what kind of keywords they're ranking for, what kind of they don't. And in addition, it also goes through everything that is wrong with their website, everything that is wrong with their social, everything that is right with their marketing as well, their accessibility. So you can come in as a pro, you can send that. And in addition to additional tactics we're going to talk to you about, you can come in as a pro with this kind of report. And that's very important, right, Barry? The optics of us being pros are very important for small businesses.
I agree with you. And guys, going one step further, those who are already thinking big, Claire, I can see you've got it. Claire is going absolutely ballistic when she saw this, Ito, and she's in the top 25 regardless. But this is crazy because when you show what's wrong with the business, you can show it in a report. Guess what? That opens up. Claire got this immediately. It opens up the opportunity to be able to sell them other services that Umbrella provides. So those of you that want to focus just on our U rank, yes, it's advantageous to have this. Those of you that are thinking, you know what? I want to turn into a client and 3x, 4x, 5x my potential from that client. Oh my goodness. You can then show them what else is wrong with their business. And of course, Umbrella's got the solutions to those problems. So those of you thinking big, you know what we're going to do, Itamar? Since this slide came a little late, we've already got 25 people that joined. We're going to open up for another 10 people. Another 10 people. If you're fast, you get these reports. This is meant for anyone thinking big, big, big. That means, you know what? U-Rank is incredibly lucrative. But what if I could show them what's wrong with their website and show them their reputation, show them all kinds of other things that are wrong with their business? And guess what? Open them up to other possibilities with the Umbrella. That is how you build a massive potential agency. People going absolutely ballistic. It is a race to join. All right. Now, we said we're going to do this. We're going to do it right now, guys. Because we mentioned several times, I'll repeat it one more time, and then I'm going to hand it over to Itamar. The beauty of this process that we're teaching you today, that you guys are jumping on left, right, and center, the beauty of this is that you need to focus on just one thing in this process, in this business. What is that one thing? It's getting businesses interested, excited. Now we've got all the methodologies to do that. We've given you all the messaging to do that. We'll show you how to do this on different platforms. So if you do nothing else, you literally have, and you can just copy and paste, you can reach out to businesses. That is literally the end of your job. Because at that point, I've mentioned it before, you log into Umbrella, you're then going to create a call with the sales team, which you're going to join. And the sales team's going to be with you on that call to sell with you. They're going to be doing the major talking to close the deal. You're going to be there with them. And it's an amazing opportunity for you to learn how the maestros are doing this in real time, which is absolutely super powerful stuff. So if the only thing, Itamar, that our members need to focus on is getting businesses interested, why don't we show our members a way that we can do that? Guys, write in the chat box now, N-O-W, big capitalized letters in caps, if you want to see it now. Now, Itamar's just going to give you one or two, maybe several advanced methods. There are simple ways, there's more advanced ways, but either way, even beginners are using these processes. So people are going absolutely bonkers for this. So we start off with the R&B tactic. Now, this R&B tactic, Itamar showed, this blew me away. We did a live event for about 50 new members. Most of them are new members. And we shared with them this R&B tactic. Using this tactic, there were 6 figures in sales that were generated in under 2 days, a majority by people that have never made sales before. So Itamar, perhaps you can share what is the R&B tactics, how simple it is, and how our members are sitting on a gold mine, even though they may not even realize it.
Sure. So guys, just so you know, when we say advanced, and Barry mentioned that, I just want to reiterate it, we don't mean for advanced marketers. We mean it's just something that we worked on, we tried, and it's working very, very well. And the beautiful thing is with this program, the offer is very simple. You guys can tweak and say the offer in any way. It still works. Do you want to get a lot of sales from Google? Yes. Do you know that you need to be on the first page of Google? Yes. If I take you there and you only pay me after you're on the first page, this number, would you join? Yes. That's the sale, right? But the question is, how do you get in front of the right people? And how do you position yourself correctly? So what are the channels that you're going to use, and what the medium that you're going to transfer the message? And we're looking at a few. So the first one is the R&B tactic. It's called the rapid network building tactic. It's basically using a few circles of network to reach out to service providers. I'll give you an example. If you think about your own service provider network and your own business network and potential people that you know with a business, you'll find out that there are a lot of businesses that you know. For example, if you have a dog, you probably have a veterinarian, right? You know them. You pay them money every month. If you have a dentist, and a lot of people have dentists. This is a person that is a potential client. A lot of people have other types of physicians like chiropractors or somebody or a dermatologist. You have a hairdresser, maybe if you're a lady, or a barber if you are a guy. And you have a lot of solution and providers that you work with on a constant basis. The same way you work with them, your friends and family have them as well. So in the R&D tactic, we reach out to close friends and family, and we go through a list and we tell them, hey, give me the name, phone, and if you have email of all the service providers you work with. So give me the name of your dentist. Thank you. Give me the name of the vet for your dog. Thank you. Give me the name of the HVAC company you ordered a month ago that installed your AC. Excellent. Give me. If you talk with 10 friends and family and each one of them provides 5 to 10 businesses, you have a list of 50 to 100 businesses that you can reach out and say, hey, my brother referred me. Hey, my friend referred me. And it's a powerful position because they're a client of the business that you're reaching out to. So it's almost like a warm introduction. And from there, we show you the script and the methodology of taking it into a sale. Our members are doing it for a very long time. It's working for them. We did it at a live event. Like Barry said, it worked amazingly well. And it's a big part of our coaching process for members who work with our coaches. So you should definitely try it. I'm giving you just the tip of the iceberg. We'll go into this in the training. Obviously, there is more to it and the way to do it, but this is one channel. The network that you might think you don't have, but you really do have to get your first sale very fast.
You know what I like
other
about
ways of doing it as well.
I just want to interject here, Itamar. The beauty about this, what I love about it is, and this is like, we've tested this. We've done this on live webinars with our clients. We've done this in live events with our members. I love the eureka moment because what happens is invariably, and I bet there are people here saying right now in the chat, me, write in the chat box, me, if you think you have no network. Write in the chat box the words me, M-E, if you think you have no network. All right, I love this, guys, because I can practically guarantee you that, and this is the eureka moment, it happens every single time, is that when you go through this process, and Itamar breaks it down, you may not have, someone that might, that person might have someone that does, etc. It's just, you literally are 1 or 2 steps away from the biggest network that literally could open up a significant agency business for you right now, whether it's you or someone else that you know. And maybe you don't really, you're a nomad, you have no connections with anyone. It could be, but maybe your brother does, maybe your uncle does, maybe your great nephew does. And when you just open up, so you may be one further degree of separation, but you are there. There is not a person on earth that is not connected through someone somehow. And that's the beauty of this. And every single time we run this process, our members suddenly have this eureka moment, and invariably sales start flying in. At a live event, we had people that said, I can't do this. We simply went through it over a period of an hour or 2, and we generated 6 figures worth of sales at that event for our members. So guys, this is a killer tactic. And even if you think this doesn't suit you, this is not for you, just go through it, because you'll be shocked when you see that you make your first sale through this tactic. You'll be hooked to this process. And this alone could literally build you the business of your dreams. And this applies to almost every single person that's here right now. Guys, write in the chat box, wow, if you didn't realize that the answers that you've been searching for have been lying in front of your 2 eyes your entire life. You've already got the keys to what it is you want to achieve. It's already there, and you didn't even realize it. That's the beauty of this, guys. And if you only did this, you literally could build a business that you'd ever have dreamt of before you came on today's training. Itamar, people going absolutely berserk bonkers.
Yep.
And it's the beauty of it again, Itamar, is the simplicity and the fact that people don't realize what we mean by network. Everyone's got one. Most people don't realize it. So when you share this tactic, eyes are opened and floodgates start to open up as well. Anything you want to add before we carry on?
No, I think we encapsulated it. Guys, trust the process. That's all I have to say on that. And I'll see you in the training. So um, trust the process. Open your mobile phone. Go through your contacts. You'll see it works.
Okay, guys, so there's some big tactics. Again, we're just like really just touching the surface here, guys. This is going absolutely bonkers. But Itamar, perhaps you can just give a very brief overview of what we're talking about.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to it. We have a slide on each one. We This is more of how to go and who to go after, right? So on the first resource, the first on the left, you see go after advertisers. Why advertisers? Somebody's already spending money on PPC and they're weak on SEO. They're basically leaving a ton of money on the table. Why? Because SEO can save them a lot of money on PPC, or from a different perspective, it can get them much more traffic. This is great because people who are already putting money into advertising are already pre-qualified, right? They're spending money on advertising. They're interested in Google, and you also know that you can also check that they're weak on the keywords they advertise on in SEO, and you can come and say, "I'll get you there," and you only pay when I get you in the first place. Excuse me, when I get you to the first page, and you only pay this when I get you to the first place. And they can actually, people who advertise, they can actually estimate you much better and say, hey, you know what, you're going to save me a lot of money, right? So that's one. Second is a way to convince people. So that's where you go after people who are not ranking, whether they're advertising or not, and you do a competitor comparison. So what we like to do is we like to craft an email or a video or a message that fits the same niche in the same location. So let's say we go after divorce attorneys in Atlanta, okay? And we go to the 8th page or the 4th page or the 5th page, and we show the divorce attorney in Atlanta that we want to go after. We show a screenshot of where they are and a screenshot of where their competitors are. And we actually write in the email and the message, hey, John, I can get you on the first page of Google and you only pay when we get you there, and put you in front of, and you mention the names of the 3 divorce attorney offices in Atlanta that are appearing on the first page in the first places. And that gets immediate interest from them, because you're basically telling them they can go, they can, excuse me, they can get to a better place than their competitors, and they can beat their competitors, and they can push down their competitors. And everybody knows who the top law, or every attorney would know who the top attorneys are that are, that are pushing marketing super strong on Google. Third is the PR revenue tactic. The PR revenue tactic is something very special. You can do it with any type of reach out, whether it's the RMB or whether it's cold email or whether it's LinkedIn or advertising. And the premise of it is very simple. Instead of starting a conversation with, hey, I have this, are you interested? The conversation starts with, hey, I'm expanding in your local area. I would like to write a free PR article for you because we're interested in getting a review from a local business if you like the PR promotion that we're going to do for you. That gets a ton of replies, and we also do a lot of advertising on it, and we get leads for less than $2. So that's a superstar tactic that has been working for years. A lot of members have been using it, and Umbrella specifically is generating leads for members in that fashion. But yeah,
I'm just going to say, Itamar, the point you're making, it's huge. These aren't like tactics we just come up with. These are tactics that are being used for other offers that our members are actively sharing right now. Others are actually using this specifically for SEO. But of course, our members here will be the first to use it for SEO 2.0. And that's what you guys have got. You got an amazing set of tools to be able to get out there and get this out into a business world. And the beauty of this, Itamar, is you can do this from the confines pretty much of your home. You could be anywhere in the world. You've got all the messaging that you need in order to apply this. You literally just follow this one tactic at a time, one resource at a time, and just go for it. That's all you need to do. Guys, what we recommend, invest an hour or 2 a day. That's what you really should be investing. If you don't have any time, guys, this is really not for you. But if you do, we're going to give you everything you need. Let's give an example, Itamar. on the next page. So imagine we're going after businesses that are currently investing in PPC. So as Itamar said in his introduction, these guys are spending a lot of money on advertising. We can get them a better bang for their buck, and we've got an incredible offer to do so. So here will be like the message. Hi, whatever the name is. I see you're investing in Google Ads, which is great. We can get you on the first page of Google. You don't pay a dime. The same positioning as always. You already know what's working on PPC. Let's push your business to the first page of Google and with these keywords. Your competitors are investing in it, etc. We also we like turning the screw by adding the word competitor in there. That's it. Our members are getting responses. Guys, write in the chat box, me, if you understand why businesses are responding to that type of message. Of course they are. Like, who is not? They're already spending thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars a month. We can get them to where they want to get to, and we're not going to charge them until we do. That's a door opener, if ever I saw one. Itamar, going after low-ranking businesses by highlighting their competitors' success. Perhaps you can share what this message is like and why it works.
Yeah, so it's what I mentioned before. It's basically going after businesses that are not ranking, but are not specifically advertising. You don't need to go after advertisers. And we are mentioning in the message, doesn't matter if it's a DM or an email or a voicemail, we are mentioning the name of the competitor. So in this example, we're saying, hi, I noticed you're not ranking in the first page of Google when we search for HVAC related services, but your competitors like Corey and what is it? Estes Air do. We can get you on the first page of Google, or you don't pay a dime for top HVAC keywords. We work with one HVAC company per market. Like I said, we're so good, we guarantee first page ranking. But it's all focused. Notice that this entire thing is focused around beating the competitor. And beating the competitor is not just focusing on what's going to get the person you're going to go after very interested, because it will. It also shows that you are living in their niche, that you know Corey Air, that you know Estes Air, right? That
super smart.
Yeah. You're entrenched in the niche. You guys are talking the same jargon. It's like a body saying to another body, in their own jargon, I can help you beat these guys. So yeah.
Brilliant stuff, guys. So just, reiterating, that tactic works because you're highlighting pain and then you're turning the screw. You're like stabbing them further, talking about how they are doing so badly compared to their competitors. And then you're making an irresistible offer, guys. Businesses are responding to us. And remember what happens when they respond to us. You say, let's get on a call. When's convenient? You then log into Umbrella. You set up a call with the sales team, which you will attend with them, and allow the sales team to lead the conversation and make the deal. Guys, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Reach out, generate excitement, log into Umbrella, and be on the call with the sales team and watch the deals fly in. Guys, that's why we have newbies that have built extraordinary agencies. We have brought it down to a single skill that you need to learn. And that's called what we call in the professional world prospecting. But really, when it comes to this, all we're doing is generating some excitement using proven templates, proven emails, talking to the right audience. Bob's your uncle. When you do that, it is game over. Guys, write in the chat box, OMG, if you're starting to see what we said all along, that we've literally taken this entire crazy industry of SEO, the biggest, the mother industry of them all when it comes to advertising, the mother, literally. And we can cut through all the noise like a knife into butter with an offer that businesses are going to go bonkers for. And we're going, and this is what we're doing right now. We're razor targeting who we're going after so we elicit responses, right? People going absolutely ballistic, not surprisingly. Guys, it is so much fun, and I want to make this clear, to go into a market with mass competition when you've got something that cuts through all the noise, right? If you went into this, if someone said to me, I'm going to do SEO, and I say, okay, great. What do you do? What's so great about what you do? Oh, I'm just good at SEO. I would say forget about it, because you've got literally thousands, tens of thousands of competitors. It's impossible to really it's very hard to make a breakthrough. But if someone says, hey, I've got something that no one else can do, we can say that magic sentence would get you on the first page of Google. You don't pay a dime. It is game over if you can focus on one thing, prospecting. All right, people going absolutely berserk. Love it, guys. Again, the link's on the screen and it's going absolutely crazy, guys. I'm not surprised, Itamar, because this is it. Now, the third one, the PR interview tactic. Itamar, I'm not sure. Were you the one that invented this?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is a TMIS Itamar Shafir tactic trademark. It's not trademark, but it really should be. The PR interview tactic. Itamar, what on earth did you come up with? And how did you come up with it? Why is it so effective?
So I think everybody knows the idea of leading with value, right? And there are many take on leading with value. And we were looking for something that we can advertise for cheap and fulfill for cheap when we were advertising on Facebook to generate leads for our members. This is why we built this tactic. And right now, and for the past, I think more than 2 years, we have a running ad, and you can go to Facebook ad library and in the United States and look for the Umbrella Local page, and we'll show you the ads that we're running for Umbrella Local, not for Umbrella US, which is the brand that works with you guys, but Umbrella Local is a client-facing brand members come under. And you'll see the ad is there running nonstop. And the ad basically says, we want to give you a free promotion. And then when somebody clicks on it and becomes a lead, it goes for a qualifying form, and then we explain what it is. And what we say is that we are expanding in your area, right? Which is always true, right? Doesn't matter which area. And we're looking for testimonials from local businesses. So we're offering a free PR promotion. And if you're happy with it, you'll give us a testimonial. So you always need to have an ask. Otherwise, people think it's weird, right? If you don't have an ask, if you're not asking for something in return. And the premise is that you go on an interview and we give you the script for the interview, and you have a 30, 40-minute conversation with the business. Easy for you, easy for the business. The business think they're being interviewed for a PR article. They're not safeguarding themselves. Easy for a lot of our newbies members that are not sales savvy, maybe a little bit introvert, some of them, which is perfect for consultative sales, but you might think it's not. And instead of being in a sales pressure environment, you can just be in an interview environment. So you interview the business, but the script, when you interview a business, it's also a client discovery script. So as you interview them, you learn more about them, you learn more about their marketing, you're highlighting issues with their marketing. And at the end of that initial interview, you say, okay, I'm going to make you a rock star. We're going to write this interview for this PR article for you and promote it. It's going to be ready in a week. Let's book now a time for next week to review it, and also talk for 15 minutes about some of the marketing issues that we discovered during this conversation. And now 2 things have happened. You already started working on marketing with that business. You're just not getting paid yet. And when you meet with them next week and show them the amazing PR article that you have, and we're talking the training how to create that with AI, or we can do it for you for $20, Umbrella. And they're super happy, they're excited. Then you talk to them about their marketing. You're already in the second conversation. You have a week to think about exactly what you're going to talk about in the marketing. It doesn't have to be just paper result of SEO. It can be a sea of things. After you check out their website, you see that they don't have a good call for action. You see that they don't have a form. They don't have a chatbot. They don't have traffic. So you can come up with a lot of ideas on how they can make their marketing better. And you have a week, and you're going to have that conversation. You have a guaranteed conversation with somebody you already created rapport with. And then you go and you pitch them on something like this, which is amazing for these type of people, because again, it's a paper result. And you start working with somebody. So it requires a little bit of a pre-investment in creating rapport, but it repays for itself so fast that our members are nonstop using this tactic.
So, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, I'm just kind of come down with a little bit of a cold, so I do apologize. I've been coughing in the background. Guys, I would say a couple of things about this that I've noticed. Number one, just the thousands of meetings that have been generated for members using this approach. It is proven to work, which is, what else do you want? Number two, this may not be the tactic that you start with, right? We're sharing with you some of the tactics. We're not showing you all of them, but we're sharing with you some of the tactics right now. This may not be where you start with. You may not be ready for this, but I can assure you, once you start bringing deals in through the door with other tactics and you realize how happy your clients are, remember you're working with an amazing team of fulfillment, a fulfillment company that the top agencies are working with. You've got the pricing that the big guys have got their hands on. You wonder how they make so much money and how they can employ so many people is because everything they do is at such incredible profit margins. You've got those profit margins. So when you start seeing deals coming through the door and you're making significant breakthroughs, you're just going to say to yourself, well, okay, what do I do next to bring in more deals? You may never actually yourself at this point perform this process. You may want to outsource it. You may want to bring someone in to do this for you and give them an incentive every time a deal is closed. There's so many ways that you can do this. And at the end of the day, you just need to understand one thing. Businesses want to get on the first page of Google. Businesses are receptive if you can speak their jargon, like Itamar said before. They are receptive if you can cut through the noise. We are just simply sharing with you several tactics right here that cuts right through the noise, gets them excited, and you've got an irresistible offer. Remember, go to sleep remembering this. We're going to get you on the first page of Google, or you don't pay a... Correct. Dodge got there first. A dime. Absolutely correct. That is the key of this. That is why this is so significant. Itamar, I want to focus just a minute on the sales process, because we mentioned at least 5 times that our members are not having to do the sales by themselves. But I want to just go through this in 2 ways. Number 1 is to explain to our members the importance. This is not sales done for you where you're not there. This is sales done for you when you are there. So imagine that you've got a sidekick, you're on the phone call with them, you're on the Zoom with them, and you are there. You make the introduction, this is X company, and leave it to the sales team to sell on your behalf. But it's important. I want to make it clear, because otherwise this entire process loses its meaning. You must be there for several reasons. Number 1, just as a professional courtesy that you made the introduction, you want to show up. But number 2, and this is the key, guys, you are learning a skill for life. When you see how easy, the script just basically is the same every single time, by means of osmosis, even if you've never, ever sold in your life, and because this is a pay-per-result offer, you won't need a sales team. And that's a eureka moment that so many members have their offers with Umbrella. I just absolutely are enthralled with. And that is people that have never sold before, that would have told you on my dead body, I am never going to try and sell something, end up themselves selling. Now, this is advantageous for several reasons. Number 1, it means that you can close deals faster. You can take care of them. And number 2, you can charge more, right? Our sales team has a template. It charges normally 2x of the wholesale pricing. So the profit margins for you are 50%. But our members move on very quickly. And I'm talking about members just like you. Yes, just like you, Derek. Just like you, Claire. Just like you, Ethonimu. Yes, just like you. That had said that they would never do this. Guys, do you know what a eureka moment it is? When you suddenly realize that you can do this. And not only can you do it, but you can actually get even better profit margins when you do. It is such a life discovery moment, such a moment of exhilaration, satisfaction, of breakthrough, of realizing that guess what? Not only have you done it, but this is a skill for life. You can use this for all your other umbrella offers as well. That's how you build the mega agencies that our members are building right now. Now, you may be behind in that direction. You may not have got started. That's why SEO 2.0 has come to your rescue. You are entering into the world where every business wants to be on that first page of Google. You've got the offer to get them excited, and you have a way to fulfill that's going to get them results. And you literally are learning as you go along without any pressure. You can actually learn the greatest skill you'll ever learn. And that is being able to communicate with businesses and lead to a sale. Itamar, this is such a game changer. Perhaps you can elaborate a little bit more about that.
I think it's one of the most important things that you can do as you're building a business is skill up. At the end of the day, Umbrella wears a lot of hats for you. Fulfillment, we provide you with the marketing collateral, we provide you with the website, we provide you with your basically online footprint, we provide you with the systems, and we even provide you with sales help. It's great, but and it's very important. That's why we're different. That's why people like to work with us. But at the end of the day, we're building your business, right? It comes back to you. It's your business. And you want to evolve this business. And finding smart ways to evolve this business requires evolving yourself. And like Barry says, there is nothing like learning from somebody else who's doing it well, and you can be on the call with them. So really get on as many calls as you can and start doing things yourself. You'll only benefit from it.
And just to reiterate, guys, you're armed with tactics, and we can give you a fourth one as well, but I think we've given you enough. But you're armed with the greatest offer ever. That is it. And that is how this works. These are just channels of how to get that message across. That's all this is. But the message is always the same. We'll get you on the first page of Google. You don't pay a dime. And you remember you're working with like the greatest fulfillment companies, literally, which is absolutely powerful for you. And it's going to change the way that you look at your own business, realizing you're sitting now with the big boys. Guys, let's go through the crazy biz model one more time. Because I know, Itamar, this is something that people can be clamoring about. So whilst you were talking, I just threw some of the slides from before, and I put them together here, and I've got the link at the bottom. Guys, let's go through the pricing. As you can see, this is literally a world premiere that we are charging, not just when we get them on the first page of Google, but the pricing goes up when we get them ranked higher on Google. The fact is that whoever gets the first, second, and third slots are getting much more traffic than someone's 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, 9, 10. And therefore, the pricing for the first time ever is able to reflect that. So you can see there for a basic local keyword, if we get them on the first page of Google, the wholesale price is only $61 to you. Now, you look at the right column, it could go up to 103 depending on their DA ranking, which is their domain authority, which Itamar explained in the presentation. You don't need to worry about that. And in terms of the exact wholesale pricing, you'll ask for a quote and our team will get back to you. So you don't need to worry. You'll know exactly how much this is going to cost. But $61 for basic first page ranking, going all the way up to $122 for rank number 1 for that killer keyword. Guys, that could be worth a bomb to a business. You can get it, and then the wholesale price is $122. Our team will be selling that at double that at $244, which means the profit margins are 50%. But of course, you can upsell to any pricing that you want. We've got members charging many times that. The plastic surgeons, examples we saw before, they're charging more than that. That's your opportunity as we go along. So again, the pricing is incredible. We mentioned that small businesses in general are wary. They're scared to say yes. But when you can hit them with a single keyword for such a cheap investment, and you're guaranteeing a result, it's almost impossible to say, well, I'm not interested in that. Guys, this is cutting through the noise. And as we work, and the way that we generate incredible excitement about what we do is that we provide value that we never spoke about. What do we do? Because of the incredible processes that our fulfillment company is providing this business to get it to the first page of Google, it automatically, most times, is going to generate a massive effect on Bing as well. Now, we're not sending them on Bing. We're not even focusing too much on Bing. But when you can go back to that business and say, oh, by the way, I hope you don't mind, but we've actually got you page 1 rankings on Bing on the house. We just thought, we wanted to over-deliver. It is game over. The only thing they want there are more keywords and more keywords and more keywords. That is how a client could very quickly be worth to you $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. We gave you several examples before. So that's the second crazy thing about the biz model. But then the crescendo is that once you've got them and they are now buying more and more keywords, Itamar, the profit margins, even if you use our sales team, are going to fly through the roof. Perhaps talk about, again, the capped pricing and why this is literally game over for our members. They're building the business that they would probably ever dreamt of because of these numbers and how incredible they are.
Right. Capped pricing allows you to have much more flexibility in your profit margins and working with larger clients. So, let's say you're going after a large client and they're saying the current cost is X something for 30 keywords, then you already know your top cost, which is $1,000, and you can come in much below and still make a big profit. Second, if you look at it bottom up, like Barry just mentioned, where somebody adds more and more keywords, think about it. If you have, let's take the fifth place, for example, is kind of a middle ground. Let's say you rank somebody $85 and you charge them, it's costing you $85 and you charge them twice, like 170, and you rank them on 30 keywords, right? The cost to you would be 85 times 30, which is like $2,500. Wrong. The cost to you will still be just $1,000, even though the cost to them is going to be tremendous, right? So maybe you can give them a little discount, but your margins will still grow in comparison from 2x, which is already insane margins, to 60-70% profit margins.
And that is how you get to incredible projections. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples, guys, in a scenario where, a small business got 10 keywords, not a big deal. So there, and the average, say, if there's some of their keywords on the top of the rank, some in the middle of the page, some at the bottom of the rank. So we're talking about smack in the middle on average. So for 10 keywords, the cost of them is $1,000, just over $1,000, $1,094. 50% of that is profit to you, which means that client, which is not a great client, this is not a outrageous success, average Joe client, is worth you $6,564. Not bad, right? Right? For an average Joe client that's only got 10 keywords, decent success, $6,500 in your pocket, not bad at all. But now let's take it to the example that Itamar gave before. So what if we get that client to 30 keywords? So at that point, it's capped for you. You're only paying $1,000 a month. So even though that client is paying $3,282 in this example, you may again give them 10% off. Say they're only paying $3,000. So there, the revenue for them, the revenue will be $36,000 with a discount, but you are making a profit margin of over $27,000 because at 30 keywords, you are capped at only paying wholesale prices of $1,000 a month instead of the $3,282 the wholesale cost rather of being, how much would that be on average, Itamar? You said it before, about $2,500. The wholesale prices to you will be just $1,000. That is how you are making it, in this example, nearly 70% profit margins, right? Pretty incredible. And the beauty of this, of when you get people ranked, is they're going to stick. They are scared to lose their position. They see the value of that traffic. We know, we mentioned it before, 18% of people that are clicking on one of those links are invariably going to buy. So you think about a plastic surgeon, a lawyer, accountant, any type of business. 18% of a clicker is going to spend $100,000 with that plastic surgeon. Oh my goodness, that click, if that's the case, is worth to that plastic surgeon $20,000 roughly, right? $18,000. That click is worth $18,000 for a dentist, where a client, say, is worth over a lifetime $10,000. So 1 in 5 basically are going to buy. That click is worth nearly $2,000 to that dentist. Like, you understand why you're printing money for these businesses. That's how we print money and make money ourselves. And Itamar, once they are getting results, they're going to stick, baby, stick. That's the beauty. They're going to want to stick because they're not going to want to lose out on those incredible results. Itamar, anything else you want to add regarding that?
I think you encapsulated everything. Guys, the business model in this program is insanely lucrative. And don't forget, SEO is long-term, usually monthly, passive. You sell and you move into the next sell, and you only need to touch base once a month. Maybe, hey, how are you doing? You're happy? Potentially upselling them into something else, but it's passive income from the sales point.
Incredible stuff. Guys, you can see over here, I'm back on the page. This is the final page you're going to see again. You on this webinar have the opportunity. We had 2 payment options. One is to join at Gold at $495. One was to join at Platinum, where we handle the sales for you at $695. But we said on this webinar, no, Jose. No way, Jose. We're not going to do that for our umbrella members. Rather, we said that you can join Platinum at the price, the investment of gold, just $495. And there is your link. Remind you, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Remind you that you are being fulfilled by the best company in town. Remind you that sales are done with you, with Carl and his team and our in-house team that we're building, that Carl is advising on. Reminding you, you've got the ultimate offer where the sales are done with you. And all you need to focus on is one single thing. And that is to share this with businesses and generate interest. And to remind you, you only need one client, one solitary single client. And to remind you again that we've got multi-tactics to get in front of these types of businesses. It couldn't be easier. This is SEO 2.0. This was a world premiere of SEO 2.0 U-Rank, the all-new U-Rank system. We are going to close this up in the next few minutes. Itamar, if you can just look and scour for any last-minute emergency questions. We do not want people going to sleep and being able to fall asleep because we didn't answer the critical last-minute on-the-fence questions. Because, guys, this moment in your agency career is now at a critical point because this is a market, this is a program that literally every business wants. We've got a way to cut through the noise. You don't need to convince anyone. You don't need to tell people about a new service that they don't even know exists. You're simply providing them literally with what they want, but in a format that they can absorb it. We've got the first time ever. We've not just got first page ranking pricing, but also it is tiered based on where we're getting them in the first page. This is a mother changer for anyone that has never gotten traction before because you've got the ultimate offer that businesses want. They already actively would like this with the offer that they can't refuse. You've got the training in the members area. You've got the tactics that you can literally apply this afternoon. You saw some of them in live time on today's training. Itamar, what are you seeing? Because there are some emergencies we need to pull out with some people asking some last minute emergency questions. Anything that you've seen?
It's not an emergency, but I'm seeing some people asking about where can we sell this? The answer is in any English-speaking country, right? So United States, UK, Australia, South Africa, anywhere where it's English-speaking. I'm also seeing when is training starting? And training is actually starting on August 7th. And we're going to start, meaning access and training will be granted on August 7th together with the introduction training, because we want to make sure that all the members are ready to go at the same time. Let's see what else I'm seeing here.
I can see here, Roger's asking about the sales teams, how this is going to work. Great question. So just to be absolutely clear about what's going on, this is like a major development in Umbrella, which we're so proud of. And this has always been on the roadmap. You know, Itamar told me 5 years ago that this is what's going to happen. And, you know, he told me the whole roadmap of bringing on new types of vendors and new types of offers for our members, We want to get to a situation, he said, that at some point we're helping our members with the actual sales. We achieved that in the last 18 months or so, that for the first time we're able to actually supply solutions for the actual sales process. This was a major breakthrough. This was on the roadmap. But on that roadmap, I'll never forget this. Itamar said, but Barry, when we find those solutions, we're going to have to find at some point some in-house solution, because our members, as we start to expand and our members are going through training, they're going to start bringing more and more appointments. We need to make sure that we don't have any latency issues, that we don't have any problems for our members being able to close those deals when they are ripe and ready to go. And this is the stage where we are right now, guys. It is such an exciting moment because you know what it means? It means umbrella agencies are on fire. And this is only because of our other members and those members who are here right now that are also with us. Your agencies are on fire. But for those that aren't, it's because of your fellow agency members that are getting out there, sharing and getting offers out to the business world. And we're helping them sell in many of those cases. That is making a major, major difference. And agencies are flying. So we're at that stage right now. So Roger, I hope we're answering your question, is that we are transitioning into a more robust, a bigger team and a more robust team that's able to handle this in-house so that you have no latency issues. We can get those deals through the door as quickly almost as you probably could. That's a process that we're working towards, and that is something we are absolutely excited about. It's been on the roadmap. We're there now, and that's only out of gratitude for what Umbrella members have done with the success that they've generated with other offers. So amazing. And I have to say something, guys, to our CEO, our co-founder, Mr. Itamar Shafir. I have to say something to you, Itamar. That roadmap that you wrote, I am absolutely awestruck and mind blown by the fact that that mind map that you created for me literally is almost prophetic. Everything you wrote on that darn map, I just didn't believe it was ever going to happen to the degree that you said. The minute detail that you said that this and then that, and this is the process, and this is what we're going to do. Literally, you fulfilled every single point of it. And all I can say to our members is you just wait for what is coming. Oh my goodness. I won't be talking because, I obviously just out of respect for Itamar, but as we go through that roadmap and we get to the next steps for our members, oh my goodness, excitement is only going to build, which is why you want to get traction with your umbrella agency today. Do not hesitate. Do not wait, because the future for those who've already got some traction, it's just going to give you tools to explode, to take away even the things that you're doing that is taking up your time and is going to help you to be more effective, get better conversions, and be deadly with the offers that you have with Umbrella. So the time is now to take action and get a breakthrough. This is the calling of the hour. We're entering into the zone, the brand new SEO 2.0 zone. We're there now, and we got everything there to help you to get results. Itamar, anything else that you're seeing? And don't forget, there was a nice compliment for you there. And our members are incredibly grateful for everything that you've done for them and cannot wait to see what you have in store for them in the next 6 to 12 months.
I really appreciate it. Thank you, Barry.
Just a little bit quiet. Itamar, your microphone's got a little bit quiet. Maybe a little bit far away from your microphone.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, and that's much better.
Oh, I was saying I really appreciate all the kind words also in the chat and the kind words from Barry. But guys, just so you know, we would not be where we are today, which is pretty far from when we got started without Barry. He's saying a lot of good things about me, but he deserves a lot of the kudos. I know he's also getting a lot of kudos from members as well. I really don't have anything to add. I think you guys can see this business model is insane. I think you can understand that the offer is extremely strong. We'll get you on the first page of Google. You don't pay a dime, and you only pay for a specific keyword, and only if it ranks, and only based on the position. Can't beat that. Couple that with the fact that we've been doing this for a long time, and we have success. So you're going into a tried program with a new pricing model. So I think if you add all these things together, it's a very high likelihood of success. And because it's an introductory pricing, it's also a good opportunity to get in now. That's all I have to say. And I'm sure the members that will join us will crush it.
Okay, I really appreciate it again. Itamar, guys, let's everyone give a virtual standing ovation, a VSO, a virtual standing ovation to Itamar. This guy's dedicated to the success of our members. There is no one quite like him in any realm of business. I'm very well traveled. I've been able to now in my career, I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs, people that have built extraordinary businesses. I can tell you, this is uniqueness. You are literally experiencing, every Umbrella member is experiencing something unique. There will come a time, I'm telling you right now, mark my words, in my opinion, that we will look back and say that phenomenon of Umbrella US, what it did, the phenomenon of this business. I was there at the beginning. I was there when they introduced SEO 2.0, URank, geturank.com. I was there. I saw it. I saw how that was the easily, by far, the simplest presentation that they have ever created, by the way. We got to the join link in about 40 minutes, probably even less, about 40 minutes. I've lost track of time here. Because this is a simple offer. But we all look back in time and say this phenomenon, and Itamar Shafir The thing that this guy built is an absolute phenomenon. Everyone's going to hear about it. And by the way, they are hearing about it. Businesses are reaching out to us. Major providers are reaching out to us. We feel here like Saatchi and Saatchi. We feel like Ogilvy here. We feel like, the top of the marketing game because of the success of our members. And really, because of Itamar's incredible, prophetic almost idea of what he wanted to create for our members to help them to get results. So guys, we're going to leave it here. You can join right now. Forget the two options. We've thrown them out the window. There's only one option. You get platinum for the price of gold. It's just $4.95. GetUrank.com. Or we should have called it GetSuccess.com, because this is the road to success. GetUrank.com. Any problems joining, save.geturank.com. All I ask for you right now is your honest feedback. How excited between 0 and 100 are you for SEO 2.0 to work with the ultimate agency fulfillment companies, to feel like an Ogilvy, to feel like a Saatchi and Saatchi, to feel like the big guys? You're guaranteed, don't forget, 30-day money-back guarantee. If anyone uses it, I will be utterly shocked. You have every right to use it. No one's going to be staring at you if you do, but the chances are you're going to use it are pretty slim indeed. So let's get going, guys. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get out there. Let's teach the world about SEO 2.0. Let's save small businesses that are desperate for this opportunity. Open them up with a couple of keywords, knowing that they're going to buy 10, 15, 20 keywords. Change their lives, because when you help enough people to do what they want, you will achieve what you want. And that is the final motto and the final word. So guys, God bless you all. Thank you so much. Thank you to our CEO, Itamar Shafir. Be well, and we will see you inside of the members area. We simply cannot wait.